This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
An Exuma diving excursion ends in tragedy this weekend. One of the divers was reportedly discovered unresponsive in the water. Once pulled out, CPR was administered. However, this was unsuccessful. The victim was brought to hospital here in New Providence, where he was pronounced dead. Police also giving the heads up on a court appearance for a U.S. man who was taken into custody yesterday. His charge, failing to declare a large sum of U.S. currency at the Lyndon Pinley International Airport. Reports are that officers searched the suspect and found on him $72,000+. The man was taken into custody and handed over to the police. He's expected to face a magistrate later this week. Over in Grand Bahama, a boat captain forced to answer some serious questions after suspected marijuana and a dozen illegal immigrants were found yesterday aboard a 36-foot vessel moored at the Bimini Resort. 3 of the illegals were females. Authorities say of the total number, one was Dominican, another Venezuelan, 3 Ecuadorian, and 7 Chinese. All were handed over to immigration authorities as investigations continue. Just days after 7 Dominican poachers were picked up off Inagua and subsequently charged on several counts, Defense Force officers apprehended another 7 Dominicans this morning for fishing illegally here. From all reports, officers were on routine patrol when they spotted the 2 Dominican small go-fast type boats just off northeast Point Inagua. Aside from the fishermen, on the boats were several air compressors and containers of gasoline. The Dominicans were all taken into custody and handed over to police and immigration officials at Great Inagua to be brought to the capital. It's here that they'll be charged with various fishing offenses. Meantime, both skiffs and the fishing apparatus were confiscated and handed over to the police for further processing. 24 meetings in 5 days ended with Tourism Minister Dionisio de Aguilar signing 10 air service agreements and 7 memoranda of understanding at the 11th session of the International Civil Aviation Organization's negotiating event, commonly referred to as ICANN in Nairobi, Kenya. The minister pointing out that the agreements pave the way for future economic growth and stimulus through the aviation sector. Among the MOUs signed was one with the government of Turkey designating Turkish Airlines to officially fly in the Bahamas, and a code share with the Netherlands. There were also said to be productive discussions with Guyana and Tanzania, and equally fruitful talks with the U.S., UK, the Republic of Korea, as well as the International Air Transport Association. ICANN provides states with a central meeting place to conduct multiple bilateral, regional, or plurilateral air services negotiations or consultations. So far, more than a total of 142 states have reportedly participated in and benefited from ICANN at least one. Members of the community given the big task of managing their own environment. The Over the Hill initiative has partnered with the Ministry of Environment and its To Be a Hero campaign to select 42 people, 21 in the Baines and Grantstown area and another 21 from the Centerville area, as environmental monitors. Now, the group will undergo a 10-week training process to prepare them to clean up their environment. Environment Minister Romuald Ferreira stressing to the participants that Bahamians should keep their surroundings clean, not just for themselves, but for tourists.
Valuing our country and cleaning our country for tourists is one thing, but valuing it for ourselves, each and every one of you, for my children and your children, that is our work. We can't ever expect someone to come into this country and value what we have more than we value. That is always the work of every single one of us. And so I'm very, very proud of you this morning, because you have an opportunity to share that vision, share that excitement, to help your fellow citizens value what they have. Because believe it or not, we have everything that we need to make a better country we have already. And so much of it depends on you.
The minister threw out this challenge.
That we would like for you to give this, treat this with the respect that it deserves. And you will see that the energy and the commitment you put in will be rewarded. And this, we believe, is the tipping point in our country. This is the beginning of bigger things to come. And so when history remembers us, and remembers you, and so will remember all of us, whether you believe it or not, it will. You remember that this day marked the beginning of something very special.
Members of Parliament for the areas, Travis Robinson and Reese Chipman, meantime encouraged those chosen to stay focused.
I would like for all of you to do your best to try to take advantage of this opportunity. A lot of time, particularly young persons within the community, we complain about not having the opportunity to get a jump start or to do something in life, right? It does not matter how small you think you may be getting paid at this very moment. I don't want you to focus on the money that you may be getting, and certainly it may not be enough to pay all the bills that you have, but it's a start. It is about the experience that you will get in this program. It is about the duty that you sign up to do. One of the things I would caution all of you to be mindful of and to encourage you is to do your job.
Empower yourself, get trained, become certified. All of these courses that Mr. Nesbitt would have spoken about are certificate courses. So ensure that you are certified. Get your certificates so that you can be empowered.
The environmental monitors will also be trained in CPR and first aid, followed by an emergency response management training with NEMA. This all in an effort to institute a waste management strategy in January. Our final stories are up next.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.